some of the things that can benefit you also, because you're not joining the military, but you are part of the military life. And so certain things affect you and certain things, it doesn't. So my first pro would be medical benefits. This is the biggest pro in my opinion, because the military not only pays for the majority of all the dependents' medical costs, it also gives you a choice of what type of insurance that you would like to have. Now, if you guys would like me to explain or go into depth about the types of insurances, then please comment below and I'll be sure to comment back. And if you want me to make a video, I can do that too. My second pro is a chance to travel. Now, this also depends on your spouse. If he gets stationed overseas or if he gets stationed domestically, you still get a chance to experience different cultures from which you're not used to, which is always a great thing. Number 3, the PX and the commissary. The commissary is like a grocery store, and the PX is a mini mall on post. Now these stores, they do not have taxes. Now there's other stores on post like Burger King or Dunkin' Donuts or Subway. They have taxes, but anything that the government and military owns, they have no taxes. Only on post. Like if you go off post, then you have to pay regular civilian taxes and everything like that. Number 4, the FRG, which stands for Family Readiness Group. It's usually a group of spouses of the soldiers in your husband or wife's company that get together and they plan activities. They get together through deployment. They help, tell you what's coming up in the next coming months. Number 5 is My CAA, which is a government loan, or not loan, it's a government grant. It helps pay for tuition or books, and you have to be enrolled in a school full time for you to get it, and it's up to $5,000. You only get up to $5,000 for life for the entire time you're a military spouse. But $5,000 can help a lot. I'm actually using it to become an administrative medical assistant, and so I haven't had to pay anything out of pocket, which is great. Like you wouldn't want to. So those are my top 5 pros, and I'm going to go with the cons. The first one, it kind of goes with the chance to travel. My con is you get moved away from your comfort. You're away from family, unless your family decides to pack up. Everybody's going to pack up and they're going to move with you guys. You have to move away from your family, friends, and you're in this place by yourself with just your spouse and maybe your kids if you have them. And he has to work, or he or she has to work most of the time. And so it's usually just you. That is the entirety of your husband or wife's contract. The government or the military gets to decide where you're going to live. So you don't get to be like, oh, we're going to pick here and here. No, the government decides. Number 2 is constant worry for deployment. Deployment happens all the time, and your soldiers being scheduled to deploy can change in a day. Like, my husband was scheduled to deploy, and then the next day he wasn't. And then a couple months later, he's scheduled to deploy. So it changes. And they always say, like, this motto is live today like he deploys tomorrow, which is so true because you never know when he's going to deploy. Like, something can happen in an instant and it's just, he's gone, So I really like that saying. Number 3, you have to get used to being alone. Even if your husband or wife is not deployed, their job is to train like they are deploying. So it's they're home, but they're not really here because as soon as they hit the couch, they're asleep. Like they have time to play with the kids, and there's not a lot of me, you time, no spouse time, but sometimes you have to find ways to get that in there, date nights or just anything. But you have to be understanding that your husband or wife is a soldier. Soldiers train, like soldiers are, it's a hard job. Not everybody can be a soldier. Number 4, and like I was saying, the spouse is usually tired when they get home, so less time together, no, let's see, how do I say this? Not really about your relationship anymore. When you're in the civilian world, it's like, oh, me, him, together, fireworks, all about us, all about us. And then you get into the military, your spouse gets into the military, and it's like, my life becomes a military life. It's about the military. Things revolve around the military. Where are we going to go next? How long are you going to be here? Oh, you have training for this? Okay, what do I need to do? And then it all becomes dependent on you. You have to take care of the household while he's out there, or he or she is out there working. Number 5, which is my last con, is the money is not as great as you would think. My husband always says, don't become a soldier just for the money, because if you do, you'll surely be disappointed. The money is, if you and your spouse decide to get into this just for the money, I would not recommend it. This needs to be something that your spouse really wants to do. But yeah, so if you guys would like me to get more in depth about anything, please comment below. I love seeing comments. I love replying to comments. Please comment below, like the video, share it so other people can see this, so spouses that are just now with their spouses getting into the military can see this too. And then we can have our own community. Okay, so thank you for watching.